everyone. I was looking at your comments about the music. The funny thing is it's not new music. It's all the same music that I've been playing. I just started it in a different place. I have a folder of like, how many? There's 18 different songs, and they just cycle through the whole time. So it's been the same stuff, but I just started it at a different point when I do the stream. And so I was just like, and then the next one came on was quiet too. I'm like, all right. So I slid the slider down, clicked to the next dancing song, and slid the slider back up. I'm like, we'll just be smooth about it. We're gonna put more upbeat music here. All right, who do we got? We've got Ariane, Deborah, Ashley, Miss Rena, Melissa. Let's see. Oh, I saw you got your new blender. Let's see. And Lisa, hello. And let's see. Rhea, Tammy. I would say Rhea, but it's like Rhea, I believe. Let's see. And Steve and Kenny. Let's see. Scroll on down. Hello, Kelly. I feel like I missed someone. I'm sure I did. Hi, Alex. Hi, Raspy. Wait, Beatrice. Hello. Okay, I know I probably skipped over someone. I'm so sorry if I did. Scrolling past and then jumps down and then I lose you. Okay, so today is what? Monday? It's Monday, beginning of the week. Friday, Mariola Budek. It was absolutely an amazing event. Thank you, Shannon, for running that. And this is what we started on. Now, these pencils are picking up a little bit of a glare here, but I did post a picture of this on Instagram. So what we did on stream, excuse me, something caught in my throat. I'm gonna get a cough drop. Hang on one second. I'm gonna have one out here. Hang on. But we did the skin. Aw, that's nice, Lisa. Tanya, Shannon, excuse the little crumpling here. It's just getting out a cough drop. What did I? I'm so sorry, Kenny. I'm trying to go with the names. Kenny, my lovely Kenny. I don't know what I would do without you. Please never leave my side. You are the most wonderful human being on the planet. Never stop being you. Welcome, Kenny. Welcome. Hi, Carol. Hi, Marilyn. Oh, gosh. But yeah, so we did the skin. We did, we started the brown hair here. We did the braid, and we did this strand of hair here. And then after stream, I did a little bit more to catch up. Evelyn, hello, Evelyn. Oh my gosh,
Love
can we get some hypes in chat?
For streaming.
Oh, good. I'm glad, Candy. Exclamation point hype for Evelyn, or we can use the handy dandy emotes. Thank you, Evelyn. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Heck yeah, it's a Candy Love Fest. But yeah, so I followed up a little bit more so we could get a fair amount done today. I don't want to just do hair for like 2 weeks, which there is a lot of it here. So the things that I want to accomplish today will probably be the last day that we work on this, because otherwise the next stream will just be even more hair. But where I want to start today is I actually want to finish off her face. So do like her eyebrows, her eyelashes. I have out the Posca white that I'm thinking I might do on this black line along the edge of her skin, but I'm gonna see first how the brown looks next to it. Never let go. Right? Mary. For anyone, I was singing "My Heart Won't Go On" when Mary left the room in Tanya's stream, so that's the reference there. But yeah, so I feel like this black kind of grayish line is a little distracting along her face. So we're gonna add the brown here to the hair. We're gonna see how it looks, and then we'll probably add the white on top of the outside of the face. So that's what this is for. I still have the pencils from last time, so I gotta remember what we used. I probably should have written it down. That might have been helpful. I don't know, I was in Tanya's trying to think of all of the obscure phrases that we could say in Norwegian, and then I translated them to Google just to see how fun they were, and as it turns out, chocolate chip information capsules are the newest thing. Because Google translated the word cookies into, not even gonna attempt to translate it, but apparently the word meant information capsule. So Yay, chocolate chip information capsules. Hi, Marie. Oh my gosh, if I missed anyone else coming in, I apologize. Okay, so these are our pencils. Let's pick out what we use. Definitely the pinks, right? Information capsules. Let's see. I should have, let's see. So Fleshlight was definitely skin tone. Let's see. Van Dyke Brown was hair. Purple was hair, although we got it. I don't know if we used it. Aubergine was hair. Azalea pink. Oh, it might have been computer cookies. That makes more sense. Although not nearly as tasty. Looks like we had grenadine light out. No, you know what? I think I used that on her lips. Magenta. We missed you too, Ashley. Let's see. Yellow ochre light. That might have been skin. Brown ochre. Cinnamon was definitely skin. Cinnamon was definitely skin. Sepia, I believe, was also skin. Because our dark brown was the Van Dyke Brown. Brown ochre, definitely. What do we have here? We've got terracotta light and yellow ochre light. Do I still have my chart up? Where did I put the chart? Hang on. Where did I put my chart? I mean, because we're not getting any new pencils. These are still going to be the same pencils that we're using. Go figure. I put everything away, and now I don't know where I put that chart. Oh, well, serves me right. We're going to do this chart list. I got this. I got this. Okay, there was... I want to say it was the yellow ochre light. And I think that's it. I think the rest of these were skin. Hello, Holistic. Welcome. Oh, no, we're good, Miss Rena. Thanks. We'll muddle through. It'll be good. The colors aren't too different that it'll be weird. Emily Food Channel, right? No, I wish. Okay. Let's go ahead and give these a quick sharpen. Real quick. How was everybody's weekend? I know, right? I'm chartless. I'm chartless. Oh, wait. It was hiding. Ladies and gentlemen, we found the chart. Oh, thanks, Marie. Hi, Sarah. Okay, we have our chart. Crisis averted. All right, so we're gonna give these all a quick sharpen. Okay, so we've hit a milestone in my kids' childhood. So, you know, we have a Nintendo Switch, and the kids like to play it. And up until the last year, they didn't really have the coordination for playing video games all that much yet. And so, of course, when we introduced them to Mario Kart, their minds were just their minds were just blown, right? And of course, you know, Steve and I were, you know, Steve's better at video games than all of us, but you know, I could beat my kids. Ooh, dinner and an adult beverage. I like it. I could beat my kids at Mario Kart, you know? Well, they really wanted to play today, so we sat down and we played, and they beat me legitimately at the game. They have surpassed my ability to play Mario Kart, and I'm just like, oh man, Ev, they have played the game so much that they have practically everything memorized. They had so much fun. It's not even funny. Like, little Steve enjoyed the cards so much, he took them to the table and was studying them. Like, you could not have picked a better game. Like, they absolutely loved it. So then we had to make it harder, because in the game, you can give them like 3 hints at the beginning as to what the animal is. But even if they got the bonus question, we had to say no hints because they were getting too good at the game. No, that's out of context. That's not fair, Miss Rena. Oh, awesome. Awesome, the laminator. No, that's not fair. That's out of context. Oh, gotcha, Merritt. Okay, perfect. No, that's out of context. Oh gosh, at Mario Kart, and I can't even anymore. It doesn't work. I can't. They're better. Oh, knock the mic. Sorry about that. They're better at video games than me. It's happened. Right? Oh, Evelyn, it was so good. It was so good. They absolutely loved it. Rude, Lisa. Right, Ashley? Me too. Okay, so let's first make sure we are in focus, yeah? There we go. And we're gonna lighten. I know, that's what happens when I stop mid-sentence. Psh. It's like everything's being recorded live or something. Okay, I moved the light in hopes we could avoid the glare, but now we're getting like a weird shadow, so we're gonna move that back. Too bright maybe? It's so hard getting the right balance. Let's see. I try to keep it on my phone too, so I can kind of get a better idea of lights, but yeah, see if we turn, get a better idea of the color. We'll just have to deal with, oh, that's better. That's better. Okay, that's not as bad. Oh well. Hi, Angela. Aw, thanks. I used to get the Mario Kart song stuck in my head. Koopa Troopa Beach, right? Yeah, Mariola Budek. So exclamation point Mariola in chat, and that will get you the link to her Etsy store as well as all of her wonderful illustrations. Okay, just making sure that's good. All right, so we are going to work on her eyebrows a little bit, get a little bit more color here. Awesome, Alex, how did that go? Weird shadows, I thought that was Belinda's streams. Yeah, I try to avoid the shadows, I try. But whenever we move into the new place, I'm hoping to like set my area up like in front of a window, although I guess if I'm night streaming, it won't really matter, but still. I'm hoping I can reposition the lights for a little bit better. Oh, does she, Rhea? I haven't checked. Is she still running her sale, the 20% off sale? And obviously, like, the schedule, the event is over, but if you type in Mariola May, it'll bring up the schedule, but all the schedule is linked to everybody that participated in it. So if you're looking for any new streamers that do... Oh, Angie, I need to make commands for that list that you sent me for those streamers. 2 friends over and they all ate lots of junk food. Oh, that's sweet. Sounds good, Sherry. You're good. Let's zoom out just a tad, yeah? There we go. All right. Now we're gonna do her eyes. Yes, until the 27th. Okay. All right, so if you want to get any of Mariola's images, head on over. And we're using Van Dyke Brown actually right now. I know we're not using the brown that we used on her skin, but we're working on her eyelashes, so. Hi, Angie. Aw, nice, Alex. Ooh, I feel like I've got a sneeze coming on. Wait a minute. Did I mute it in time? Oh gosh. Oh, perfect, Angie. Awesome. Did I mute it in time? I don't know if you guys heard the sneeze. Okay. Let's see. Van Dyke Brown is still what we're using. I had like my hand on the button, ready to go, just in case. Flash mute, right? Okay, a little bit under her eye here. I think we'll need to get a black. We want to leave her eye gray. All right, so ivory black. Phew, okay, I muted in time. All right, we're just gonna use, I'm gonna give this a quick sharpen. I want a nice sharp point for her eye here. You mean the best season? Oh, wait, I'm getting work notifications. It's almost 9. No work notifications. Hang on. Hang on. I'll turn these off. I always forget to do that. I never think that I'm gonna get notifications this late at night. Aw, thanks, Sherry. It won't eat your pencils. The only one I have is the Doll 133, but I don't use it all that often, only because I don't like the lack of control on how much the sharpener's using. So I think with electric pencil sharpeners, it's just kind of, right? Yes, Tenet. Oh, good, Angela. And so I don't actually, truth be told, I will use the electric pencil sharpener if I have a brand new set that needs sharpening because it's so many of them, but otherwise I gave it to the kids. Okay, we're gonna use some of this black on her eyelashes as well. Okay. Wait, really, Evelyn? Aw, you're so sweet. You don't have to do that. Well, I mean, you never have to do any of that. You're amazing, Evelyn. Thank you. They will be so excited. All right. There we go. Okay, her eyes are a tad better now. Wow, really bright now. Thanks, Marilyn. Yeah, the Exacto one. I think that's the one that I've got. All right, let's add this brown to her nostril. Let's grab cinnamon. Right? She's so sweet. Hi, Greta. All right, cinnamon, just a little bit here. Well, there's a little bit more of a shadow. There we go. Okay, there we go. Adriana, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to our coloring family. This is actually a legitimate one that just subscribed like only 5 minutes ago. Because usually when OBS decides to notify me, it's like, oh, this person subscribed 6 hours ago. And it's like, oh, great. All right, we're gonna use Van Dyke Brown on her eyebrows just a little bit. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's add, I don't know if this is too bright. Let's lower it a little. There we go, that's better. Doll for the Castle Arts. Let's see, I tried, started, it didn't work. The doll sharpener for the Castle Arts, this one, doll 133. I know that there's a couple different ones, but yeah, the doll 133 is what I use for my Castle Arts. Thanks, Merritt. We're gonna add a little bit of Van Dyke Brown inside her ear. I just want a little bit more darkness here. And around the outside edge here. Go. Okay. I almost swiped that. Where did my brush go? Here it is. Shoop. Much better. 5 new subs, I said for the last 5 days. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why that happens. Okay, so Van Dyke Brown it is then. So instead of up here, we're gonna work on this hair here because I want to see how it is next to her skin tone if we need to add that white on there. So, because we're still, I will get to the braid today for sure. But we'll start here. I don't know, this is kind of a nice change up. We don't usually do too much skin tone, especially not with me wanting to do Johanna all the time. 8 different sharpeners, there you go. The Derwent sharpener on Castle Arts. That one I don't know. Shannon, I was able to be in yours briefly today, but then I had a meeting and I had some emails and stuff, so I gotta go back because like now I'm curious. So I saw your title, but didn't make it at the beginning, so I couldn't see the description of it and haven't had a chance to go back. But so the idea of it was there was a sharpener that you found that made it to where you actually liked Prismacolors? Is that how I was understanding it? I mean, obviously I won't give anything away because definitely go and watch Shannon's stream, but I'm curious what the meaning of it was. Okay, a little bit darker here. Because if you're not subscribed to Shannon, you should be. Exclamation point Lurky. Exclamation point Lurky, L-U-R-K-Y, is Shannon's stream. The Derwent long point sharpener. Oh, nice. The sharpener is or the Prismacolors? Because we know how you feel about Prismacolors. Also, side note, Tanya, how are your Tato skins? I wasn't now. Well, gosh dang it. Now I really do need to go back and watch it. No, it was a busy day today. I feel so bad. Like I can't always be in the streams between work and the kids and everything else like that. It's just like, oh, like I'll get the notification and be like, oh, so-and-so was live 2 hours ago. And I'm like, dang it. My Brits use them photography project printed today for a local photo show. Oh, that's cool. Oh, good. They were delicious. Trusted hand sharpener. Well, yeah, I got my Studler one. Is that a regular size piece of paper that's printed on? It looks bigger to me, but I don't know if that's all in my head. Yeah, this one is, I think this one's the Nina paper, but yeah, it's just a regular size. Like here's the, this is the color chart. So yeah, it's regular size. Yoink. There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to it. I was intrigued, and then I was finally able to be in Tanya's, and then, you know, I sang My Heart Will Go On to Mary, so that's a thing. Kenny. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and watch it. I guess the gray lines aren't showing up too much. Oh well, we'll keep going and we'll see kind of how it all looks. I also got to keep an eye on when I want to start the pink, because it's probably going to start a little bit higher than it did on this side. I'm thinking more of like a curve like this. Wait. Yep, it works perfect. Eye roll. Oh my gosh. Because you love me. I know, right? Hey, Mary. Mary, how are your socks doing? Huh? Huh? My Titanic moment was Titanic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I burst out into song with the kids all the time. They're totally gonna think I'm that uncool, crazy mom, which I totally am. You know, that's how I start, you know, if I ever want to hit on anyone, that's how I ask my like, so sort of how you doing? It's how your socks doing? Because that's not weird at all. But, you know, if you hit on someone by asking them how their socks are doing and they don't turn and run the other way, you'll know they're your people. So, you know. Yeah, Evelyn's loved by many. Oh my goodness. Wait, I missed Tammy. What, Tammy? Let's see. Oh no, it's too far up. I missed it. Okay. We love you, Tammy. Like a hole being sharpened down. Oh no, what happened? Okay, I have to go back and watch it now. It works amazingly with thinner pencils, not Derwent brands, no lumen, no Holbein. Okay. Okay, sweet, Tammy. We can be in the uncool and crazy mom category. Oh gosh. Like, if I'm going somewhere and I haven't told them and I'm headed out the door, and they'll go, Mommy, where are you going? And then I'll like say all excitedly, I'll be like, to the moon! And they look at me and they roll my eyes. They're like, Mommy, just tell me where you're going. I'm like, oh. One of these days I'm actually gonna go to the moon and you're just not gonna believe me. That's what it is. Okay, I know this is lighter here, but I want a darker color along the edge of her face. But I'm looking at it, I think we are gonna need to add the white. But we will wait until this section of the hair is done so that we're putting the white over it and we're not coloring back on top of it. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna keep using the Van Dyke brand. It says smarten up. Shannon and her experiments. Aw, thanks, Mary. Shannon, I think that you should have like a food tasting stream where you go over all of your obscure food combinations. Totally. Aw, Michelle, thank you. Can we get some hypes in chat for Michelle? Thank you so much, Michelle, for your super chat. Exclamation point hype, or you can use those handy dandy emotes. 2/3 of Thomas Kincaid finished, 20 normal pages, right? I'm exhausted. Oh my gosh, Tammy, that's intense. Right, Alex? It's so nice. Gail, you're never late. You arrive precisely when you mean to. Exactly. I like it, Evelyn. I like it. Thank you so much, Michelle. darkness here too. Inside her mouth just a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll definitely use that white. I think it'll look nice. Of course, I don't know. Maybe we'll finish this whole thing tonight. I am gonna, so the next thing that we're gonna do, I'm gonna print it out and we are gonna take another crack at those gelatos and we're gonna do that horse page. So I need to get that printed out like tonight so it can make sure that the ink is completely dried. But after this page, we're gonna do that other Mariola Budek page with the horse and we're gonna do the gelatos. I wanna do them. Let's see. Something to do with hot dog frosting thing, but I thought hot dog was a weird one, so now yours is frosting. That's awesome. Does Nightbot cost anything? No. No, you just have to link it to your YouTube. It's free. When does Shannon stream? Practically every day, don't you, Shannon? What page? I'm buying them today. Oh, it's called... What is it called? It's this one here. It's this one. I don't remember the name of it, but it's this one. Ta-da! But we're gonna shrink it down and print it on a 5x7 watercolor, which is what I tried to do last time, but I didn't let it dry soon enough. So like this one's on a small 5x7 and this was it. And I didn't let it dry and so the ink bled. So I need to reprint it out and let the ink dry on that one. Oh wait, Ashley, did you get Nightbot? Oh, sorry, did Gail ask? Yes, I'm using Castle Arts. Yeah. The 120 set. Although I'm not using all 120. I'm using, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is 16 pencils. Hooligans Maine. Thank you, Ashley. That's what it was. Okay. There we go. Mondays and Thursdays. Nightbot is on a break until he plays things my way. Oh no, Tammy. Oh, I'm like, yeah, Shannon streams every day. And then she's like, Mondays and Thursdays. I'm like, oh, I clearly know everybody's schedule. Yes, definitely, Kelly. Shannon is hilarious. Gets Brian to stream sometimes. I think we may have to have another Steve stream soon, too, because he's been like, hey, it's about time for another Steve stream. So, yeah, we may get another Steve stream. You're gonna start talking to you. I'm just very rude blowout, Tammy. Oh no! Right, Ashley? Made pretty dark there. Like I almost like just went all the way down with the brown, but I gotta remember I gotta make room for the pink as well. There we go. Just still using that Van Dyke brown, getting our kind of darkest color down. Well, gelatos, these ones, Evelyn actually was wonderful to send them to me. They are these ones here. They are pastels and metallics is what they are. The gift set number 2. Gift set number 2. Yeah, 28 gelatos, 3 stamps, a palette knife, paintbrush, 28 gelatos, 3 timbers and stuff. Anyway, I'm super excited. I've been just like saving them because I want to do them with all you, but then I didn't have the right palette, and then the ink was all blue, and then I was like, argh. Boyfriend on Couch's music? What? Boyfriend on Couch does music? Share it in the Discord. I want to hear Boyfriend on Couch's music. Okay, now let's go ahead and do brown ochre. Oh, we gotta do a Brian one. Okay, so, Kelly, Brian is Shannon's husband. And so he will stream on her channel when he streams. We just had the Mariola Budek event and Brian closed it out. So yeah, Brian goes on there. Brian does need his own channel though, Shannon. You know, like, oh, we gotta think of like an alliteration. What's something that starts with a B? Why can't I think of a pencil brand that starts with B? Black Widows with Brian. There we go. Black Widows with Brian. There's gotta be another one that starts with a B. Oh, Brutes with Brian. Oh, wait, Brutes with Brian. People might get the wrong impression if your channel's called Brutes with Brian. Brute Funners with Brian. Nope, Brian is with me. That's hilarious. Yeah, Brute Brian. Brian Brute Ferner, there we go. And then all of his episodes can be rhyming words like crying with cry art. Eh? Pidlin with Prismacolor. Eh? Oh yeah, Brinzios. Okay. Oh man, I'm coming up on all these. I've got all the episodes for Ryan here. Here we go. All right, so we've got the first two. Let's do lazing around with Loomies. Eh? Eh? Right, yeah. Brian Brutefender. This is gold. This is gold. Pride and Polly's. I like it. I like it. Lion. Yes, like Steve. Like Steve. Someone should be writing these down, right? Careening with Castle Arts. Wait, does careening start with a K? Good night, Ashley. Thank you so much for being here. Crazy with Crayola. Gelling with Gelatos. I love it. We're a think tank. We're a think tank. I love it. All right. We're gonna go ahead and use Van Dyke brand again. Looney with Lyra. Perfect. Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, such a wonderful community. Absolutely love it. There we go. Sizzling with Shapiro's, smooshing with Shapiro's. I like it. Teasing with our teasers. I like it. I love it. Holding the whole vines. There you go. Teasing with our teasers. I love it. All right, we're using brown ochre again. Babes with Brian. Brian's channel, Shannon Choppin' Hayes. He is the chop part. Oh, okay, there you go. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Or we can get him to start singing, bopping with Brian. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Oh, yeah. Let Sammy know. That was a list that Sammy put together. All right. Now let's go ahead and... Oh, yay, actually, okay, I'll give it a listen. Are they covers? Or is it something he created himself? All right, Yellow Ochre Light.
Hello.
No.
Little Emily has a question.
Has a question for me?
Yes.
Stream appropriate?
Yes.
Okay, what's your question?
Are you doing any giveaways?
I am not doing any giveaway right now. No, do you want me to do a giveaway? You like watching a giveaway? Should we do a giveaway right now? Should we give away a coloring page or a sticker? A coloring page? Okay, how many should we do? One? Okay. All right. Little Emily has requested that we do a giveaway for a coloring page in my Etsy store. Look at that. All right, let's pull up Nightbot. All right, impromptu giveaway. Okay, so keyword. Keyword, what should it be? Should the keyword be fox? Yeah, okay. If you want to get in the giveaway, type in the word fox because that is one of her favorite animals. Melissa says, I like the way little Emily thinks. Also, they think you're very cute. There we go, people are typing fox now. Ooh, and they put a fox emoji. Ow, the foxes! Yay!
Are there any fox pictures?
Oh, there's a fox emote, but look, everybody's. Oh, there's another fox emote. Oh, there's another one.
Foxy!
There we go. Lots of foxes. See, all the blue dots are people that entered in the giveaway.
Foxy!
Yeah. Oh, there's another fox emote. And another one. All right, how much longer do you think we should give everybody to enter?
10 more minutes?
3 minutes is a long time. How about 30 more seconds? Yeah? Okay. Do you want to count? Oh, look at all the fox emotes! They think you're cute. Do you want to count? You can count out loud. 1, 2, 5, 6. Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
She gets to 30. That's it. You can't type fox anymore.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30!
All right, we're gonna roll it. We're gonna roll it. Here we go. Oh, we got one more. Perfect. And roll it. Angie! Can you say Angie Clarkson won the giveaway?
Angie Clarkson won the giveaway!
And then can you say, Angie Clarkson, can you email me what picture you want from the Etsy store?
I don't know if I can say that
Okay,
all.
say Angie Clarkson.
Angie Clarkson.
Can you email Emily Illustrator?
Can you email Emily Illustrator
With the name of the page that you would like.
with the name of the page that you would like?
Yay! Oh, look, more fox emotes. All right, I love you. Have a good night. Get some sleep. That was adorable. All right, Angie, hey, you won. Yes, foxes are her favorite animal. Oh gosh, that was cute. That was cute. Okay, so yeah, Angie, shoot me an email. Let's see, did we do an exclamation point Etsy? There you go. Sounds good, Angie. All right, let's see, what were we using? What were we using? Yellow ochre light. She does enjoy the giveaways. Melissa! Oh my gosh. My ovaries. I love it. Should I check the stream more often? The only issue is filters. Kids don't have filters, and I have to like screen everything she's gonna say or guide everything. You can tell just how different this looks from here with, you know, what we do with it and everything, you know? All right, so, thanks everyone. I think she's pretty cute too, but I might be a little bit biased. Okay, we're gonna give our Van Dyke Brown a quick sharpen. Okay. All right, we're gonna get this a little bit darker here. Right? I would probably trust her on stream a little bit more than I would our youngest, but yeah, she enjoys it. Multiplied in the washing machine. I'm gonna go into lurk mode while I start. Sounds good. Right, Ashley? Yeah. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and... You biased? No, I know, right? Old school radio DG. I know, right? I'm gonna have to admit, they're so fast though. They're so fast because we've had past streams where they've both said, in fact, I've said their name accidentally once because I was talking to them. So like my filter lessons a little bit too, where they've both said their names. At one point she announced her age. I think it was on her birthday actually. So yeah, it gets harder. It gets harder. Right, Evelyn? Yeah, I get that. I get that. My kids are definitely the favorite kids that I know. But that's also because they're my kids. All right, so brown ochre. That's a nice thing though, is like she's my rule follower, you know, so I can relax about her. I think teenage, well, fingers crossed, I don't think it'll be too rough. But yeah, she's my rule follower for sure. Rosebrush, yes, that was from Evelyn. I sadly misplaced the one that Kenny sent me. I was using it for a craft with the kids and then it just never came back, and yeah. I'm sure that we will find it in the move. It probably like got, you know, with a pile of something or fell behind something, who knows. All right, now let's go ahead and use yellow ochre light again. When your son, his hand on the camera, was giggling up a storm. If he catches me in here like setting up before I'm live, he'll come and like put his hand like, and he's looking at it. He thinks it's hilarious that he can see himself on the computer screen. Okay, let's go ahead and take our white now. And I want to do it just a little bit along her face and her nose and her neck. So let's test this out real quick. Actually, we'll just slightly. And this is the Posca brush pen. Oh, I just felt so bad. Like, and like I said, I'm sure I'm gonna find it when we move, but you know, with kids and stuff, I'm amazed more things haven't walked off my desk, to be perfectly honest. Yes, Posca brush tip. It's fancy schmancy. Then any little bit where it's not straight, we're gonna clean it up with the pencil on the edge a little bit. Wait. No, it was message retracted. Message retracted, which means she pulled it back. 'Twas not Nightbot. So yeah, we're gonna clean up that edge just a little bit. I could be Winku. Winuku Illustrator. I mean, you know, there's Tanya is now Tanya in my head because I added an R onto her name. Usually you can hold down, like if you're on your phone, if you're on the computer, you think you click on the 3 dots. I used to type Ermely. Ermely Illustrator. If you're on the computer, you hover over it and the 3 dots pop up. But I think if you're on your phone, you hold it down. You hold it down and then I think you'll have the option to pull back on there. Yeah, there you go. All right, so we're just cleaning up our edges a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, if you're on your computer, then I think you just use your mouse and hover over it. And then the option should come up. Hi, Belinda! Belinda, whenever I do skin tone, I always think of you. It's like part of me wants to do like a duo stream with you where we do skin tone together, but then I don't want to because I know that you'll just like blow me out of the water. Not that I should compare, but I'm gonna be like, you will have the entire skin tone and all the hair done, and I'll be like coloring her nostril. You're so good at it. Your picture, your Mariola Budek picture was so good. Like I was checking the Mariola Budek hashtag. I forget the reason, but I was looking at it and like yours just popped out of the screen. Like I swear, it was so good. All right, there we go. I feel a little bit better about that line there. Challenge mode level up, right? Or sorry, we've done the crayons. The crayons were rough, man. Belinda, we should do another joint stream. That would be fun. But we got to think of something like obscure for us to use. Something where neither of us are very good at it. Wait, is it really? Oh, that's awesome. Aw, thanks, Kelly. Yeah, Belinda uses Copics, if you're unfamiliar. And the speed at which she can get them done, so good. Okay. So I'm just touching up a little bit with Van Dyke Brown. Okay. We are going to start bringing in... Aw, thanks, Mary. Kids primary color finger paints only. Only our fingers. Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. Okay, so actually, let's do a little bit more brown. That's not the right brown. Let's do a little bit more brown here. Wait, what? Belinda. I was talking about your picture from Mariola Budek, and then I was saying we should do another challenge, like a live stream together where we do another challenge, and then finger paints was suggested. Right? Flick technique with fingernails. I'm not kidding, that might actually be really fun. Oh, that's awesome, Evelyn. Gosh, can you imagine finger paints? Oh, you challenged me yesterday? That's all. We're all like, Belinda, I challenge you. Oh my gosh, I'm almost tempted. Like, order some, like, Crayola finger paints. We have to pick something that isn't highly detailed. I mean, we'd be using our fingers. We'd be using our fingers. I'm kind of not kidding, Belinda. I kind of want to do finger paint challenge with you now. That would be so much fun. Gosh, what even kind of pages could work for finger paints? Throwing down the gauntlet, right? I challenge you, Belinda, to finger paints! Oh, wow, I shouldn't have done that with my throat. Remember what I did to agree. It's okay, I've agreed for you, Belinda. Oh my gosh, Ashley, I said not detailed, not detailed. We'd never survive the fairy village. They wouldn't be able to live in their homes. Oh my gosh. Gosh, can you imagine? Right, sounds like a WDF challenge. Tag team finger painting. Exactly, Ashley. I'm glad you like that, right? Oh my gosh. Finger painting with what? Crayola finger paints. Crayola finger paints. But I mean, we'd be allowed to get fancy, you know, like we could try blending and stuff. If we were brave enough. But we'd have to use our fingers. Barring any allergies. Oh, I don't know. I guess I didn't even think about that. Well, is there... I mean, Crayola is in Australia, isn't it? Or is there an Australian brand equivalent? I don't know. There's some generic finger paint brands that I have found that just stink to high heaven. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Lots of paper towels, right? Fluid art with fingers. There you go. We could do that. I do have fluid art. I have lots of that. I have an entire tote worth of that. Right before the pandemic hit, I was teaching fluid art classes at a local art gallery. You want to talk messy? That's messy. If there's something equivalent, like I said it kind of kidding, but now that I think about it, that could actually be kind of fun. Some obscure Saturday, we just finger paint. And we could take up a Crayola for Belinda Kickstarter. There you go. Gloriously messy. You are correct. You are correct. I mean, honestly, like when I did fluid art, I spent most of the time like blending and everything. Like it's more chemistry than it is, you know, just squeezing out the tube and painting, you know? So much more complicated. All right, we're gonna start bringing in some of this aubergine now. That is true, Deborah, that is true. Ashley. Oh, they have Crayola finger paint. Nice. I don't even know how many colors they have. It's probably like just the primary colors, like blue, red, and yellow. But we could blend. But that also means no white. Oh, this could be rough, man. Okay, aubergine. Her Etsy? You can do that? Or you mean message her with the picture afterwards? I wouldn't think that just anybody could upload their picture, right? Okay, here's in the aubergine. Hello, Catherine! Aw, thanks, Shannon. Is there a gallery? A gallery for what, Lisa? You're talking about the classes that I taught? That was just a local gallery here. Oh, in your review. Oh, I got you. Okay, I was thinking the listing. I'm like, I don't think anybody could just upload their pictures to the listing. Like, that'd be a little intense. Can you imagine? But Muse, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to our coloring family. Ah, I got you, Shannon. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Yes, because I've seen that on my own Etsy, but I think I was misunderstanding and I was thinking it of, you know, like uploading it to the listing, and I was just like, oh, wow, that's gonna be chaos. I'm just using Van Dyke Brown real quick. I just wanna do a little bit more here. 8 colors, including black. Oh man. Gotta up my game then. Okay. I'm here for the Great Finger Paint Challenge. The Great Finger Paint Challenge of 2021. Just a little bit on the edge, just to smooth it out, because since I used the brush, it was a little bit rough, but no, not very much. If I zoom in, you can still see it. Let's lighten this up a little bit. You see where this line is here? This has Posca on it. So no, there's still a little bit of Posca that you can see. Yeah, that's what they're saying, Kelly. Aw, thanks, Julie. Use my announcer's voice. And now presenting Emily Illustrator and Melinda Color with Faithful Girl in the Finger Paint Challenge of 2021. My voice cracked. And then we get the air horns. Burr, 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 burr. As you know, Belinda and I run out, you know, virtually with like fireworks. One of us has got the belt, you know, slung over our shoulder. Oh, awesome, Deborah. I'm planning out this whole thing now. Catherine, oh my goodness, thank you. Can we get some hypes in chat for Catherine? Exclamation point hype. Thank you so much, Catherine. You're amazing. You're so sweet. You don't have to be asked to review. You can upload an image to explain what you use. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Loretta, I haven't, and hello, Loretta. I haven't had any since earlier. Thank you so much, Catherine. You're so sweet. For my announcer's voice right there. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Catherine. Belinda, we might have to do this. We might have to do this. The highlight of 2021. Finger Paint Challenge. Now I'm sounding like the announcer for Super Smash Brothers. Belinda in one corner, Emily in the other, and wait. Now we're playing football. Thank you so much, Catherine. You're so sweet. Oh my gosh. This is why I don't watch my streams back. Nice, 6 colors, including black. Sweet. Here we go. We'll do a Kirby picture. Can you imagine? Finger painting Kirby. That would be intense. I love that this is the first time mentioning to her and I've already got like my announcer's voice. We get Steve to be the announcer? Yes. Yes, we can. I'll just have him like narrate the challenge and be like, and on the right side, she's using her index finger for the red. Interesting technique. Maybe she'll use blue with her pinky. But which one will she use for the white? Thanks, Kenny. Oh no, she's run out of paper towels. 30 colors in finger paint. Ooh. Oh, awesome, Catherine. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry, Loretta. Well, rest up, rest up. Whatever will she do? No paper towels? No water? She's run out of fingers. You laugh, Belinda, but I am totally down for this. Includes black and white. Hot dang, man. We got masterpieces. Shadow thought, it's like, oh no, she's been interrupted by the cat. Shadow is on the table. How will she remove her without transferring the paint to the cat? Let's watch as she does this miraculously move. Oh no, Shadow, you're gonna get paint on you. Then we'll have to change the command for Shadow. Instead of exclamation point Shadow meow meow, it'll have to be exclamation Shadow meow meow. Oh no, meow, I have to take a bath. Meow meow meow. No, I believe Charisma, isn't that the old brand of Prisma colors? Like, isn't that what they were previously? Oh, there we go. Kitty paws, fingers and kitty paws. Dude, that's art I'd buy. I'd buy Shadow's artwork. Just paw prints and she can use her tail to paint. I'd be down with it. All right, so we're still just using aubergine while we're planning our finger paint demise here. Pages of finger paints? Wait, what are pages as in, sorry, I was imagining, like, you know those watercolors that get printed on page and you wet it? Like, I was imagining a page with finger paint on it, and I was like, how do they do pages of fingerprint? I have a couple fluid art pieces that cat paw prints. Oh my gosh, you want to talk cats and being involved with it. Okay, so the way our place is set up, it's not very big, hence moving to a new place. But I would do my fluid art here on the desk. Realizing you can't, there you go. I would do my fluid art here on the desk, but I would, the larger ones, the 10 by 10s, I had to set, like I had a drop cloth across the desk, and I had them up on like solo cups. Oh, nice, Deborah. I had them up on solo cups, you know, like those plastic drinking cups, and I would let them dry like that. Well, somehow the cat got in. Excuse me. He jumped on my desk and I heard a crash. Good night, Kelly. Thank you so much for being here. I heard a crash. Sorry, my words are running together. Heads up my throat. Good night, Kelly. Thank you so much for being here. I heard a crash. I came in. He had knocked it off by jumping on it, and I was amazingly able to salvage the painting. I was able to like re-pour some and kind of move some stuff around, but oh my gosh, he had paint all over him. It was just, I was like, no. It was terrible. And it was a painting that was getting sold too. It was, well, not, it was supposed to be, I was working on a collection of paintings for a gallery show that I did. And yeah, I was just so relieved I was able to salvage it. Yeah, they're fantastic. They're so hard. They're so hard to find. That's awesome that you found some. Well, and then I was concerned about him because I was pretty sure, you know, like if I didn't get all the paint off of him, I didn't want him to lick it. So I didn't know if it was like toxic to him. So I was just like, oh no, kitty. What am I gonna do? So I had to hunt him down and get him cleaned up without him tracking too much paint everywhere. There we go. I'm just using the aubergine to kind of go in all the dark areas here. There we go. We're gonna give this a quick sharpen. Sounds good, Alex. Thanks so much for being here. Bubble bath finger paint. Wait, how does that work? Sounds good, Gail. Thanks so much for being here. I mean, I like you and all, Belinda, but I gotta admit, live streaming bubble bath finger paint, that I might have to, you know, draw the line at the you know, bubble bath live stream. I'm just saying, that's you know, probably one of my hard lines. 36 by 40 from Boss had to wipe one part and redo because the cat, oh no. There's a stage I could do that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've had to rewipe a few of mine. Right, Belinda? Good night, Marilyn. I had a dog eat screen print ink. There were bright blue piles in the yard. Look, oh no, Lisa. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's continue this here. You like that, Loretta? You can't use turpentine on a cat. Called the vet, washed his feet. Took me 2 months for his oh, poor kitty. Thankfully, you know, mine was just acrylic, so, you know, soap and water, but still. You know, once they get it on them, they're immediately, like, trying to lick to get it off. So it was, like, the struggle to get to him before he started, like, licking a lot. I was like, oh, no. Okay. I know it doesn't seem like we're doing much, but when you're coloring hair and it's a lot of the same stuff, you just gotta kind of roll with it, you know? Nice, Catherine. That's exciting. Good morning, Leslie. She says, good morning from cold, wet Western Australia. Love this picture. You've made it look easy. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Yeah, it's actually been pretty rainy here. I don't know. Shannon, did you get any of that storm that rolled through? I know you're a couple states over, but, you know, if it's big enough to cover a good portion of the South. Yeah, the thunder and lightning hit us hard today. It was kind of shocking. Like, it's been kind of raining on and off. It might still be raining now, but it has been kind of wet and rainy. But I was telling Steve that it's been kind of nice to have like a slow, you know, it's not just bam, it's hot. You know, it's been kind of slow to move into summertime. Oh, let's just practice, Loretta. Not till June 8th, boo. Yeah, but when you order from Arteza to Australia, is it like an arm and a leg for, shipping and stuff? Hot and dry. Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah, the kids have actually enjoyed going out, and Steve took them out to play in the rain. They got nice and muddy today, but we just got showers done early and out of the way, and we didn't have to do them after dinner, so. Homemade hot pink liquid eyeliner once the Itsy walkthrough. Pink toe bean prints all over the kitchen. Wait a minute. How do you make your own liquid eyeliner? I am intrigued. So cold and wet today. We need the rain though. It's been so dry. Yeah. Oh my gosh, for finger paints? Oh, no way. No way. That's insane. Well, maybe like, maybe the challenge could be, you know, we could settle on obviously, you know, not paint that stains our fingers, but some sort of paint, whether it's tempera, but we have to only choose the colors that would be in a finger paint set. So like 8 colors or 6 colors or whatever it is, black and white, and then we have to use our fingers. I don't know, I'm just throwing this out here anyway. I'm like, Belinda, guess what we're doing? I haven't even asked you. You're like, hey, you're gonna do this challenge with me, haha. Yeah, how do you even do that? Homemade liquid eyeliner. Like, what's it made out of? Pudding and food coloring. Oh my gosh. That's enough to stain our fingers. Not to mention, we wouldn't be able to keep it afterwards. Can you imagine? Walk into the office. What is that smell? Oh, that's just my pudding painting. My painting made out of pudding. And then every time I talk about it, I have to talk about it like I'm saying pudding. Sticky. Yes, sticky. Oh, glycerin. Okay. Loretta. Let's see. I'm gonna bring some of that up here too. Oh, cool, Evelyn. I'll take a look. Totally watch those Three Amigos clips in Discord. Cracking me up. My little buttercup. Good night, Michelle. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you again for your super chat. You are so sweet. Oh my gosh, she has so much hair. Have to use a little bit of brown here too. The trick to getting a nice blend when you're doing ombre is to not just do like a straight harsh line. Oh, I was out of frame, sorry. Not just a straight harsh line, but you see how we brought some of the pink and the brown up into it? So balance a little bit so that you're using both. And I swear it's gonna look so much different when we use the blender on it too. Crayola green, red, blue, and yellow. There we go. I could work with that. I could work with that. All right, Van Dyke brown. A little bit of that brown here. Oh gosh, you cracked me up. You know what my weakness is on Amazon, honestly? Like, art supplies, yes, but probably my biggest weakness is I always want to buy the kids things. And so, like, number one, they have enough toys, but do I want to spoil my kids? Yes, but you know what a big part of it is this whole year, you know, they've been schooling from home, you know, we've been social distancing, all of that. Do I feel the need to purchase my children's items to, you know, occasionally make up for the fact that, you know, life is not normal right now? Yes. But I do have to keep myself in check. Be like, okay, do they really need this? With pan pastels. Yeah, I have a wish list for the kids that I will occasionally, when they see something that like I want to get them, but I know they don't need it right now, or that I shouldn't be getting them, like I'll just pop it on their wish list, be like, all right, we'll revisit this at a later date when I can justify it. Hi, Manny! That sounds like the best kind of utility cart, Evelyn. Okay, so we still need to do this lower part here with aubergine, but I really want to switch up colors here, so we're going to. I believe magenta is our next color. Right, Melissa? It's just, I love seeing their face light up when, you know, they get a surprise. I'm good, Mandy. How are you? But I also, you know, try to balance with my kids, you know, but it's hard. Now there is like books for sure are things Steve and I like, because they are starting to get more and more interested in reading, which we want to foster that, like for sure. Like they're interested in a subject or whatever, we're like, yes, books. So books are one kind of almost not free for all, but like for instance, there's a series that they're really into right now. But it's less about what the series is about and more about the fact that our youngest is practicing his reading. They really like the called Dragon Masters. There's like 20 of the books. And they bought some themselves with money that they saved up. Books are only like $5 a piece, right? So they're not that much. But Steve and I decided that if there is legitimately books that we know that they will read and they will practice and they will take the time to read, then we're like, heck yes, we will get you books, you know? A book subscription for kids? Oh, Evelyn! No, they love it. They absolutely love it. I cannot tell you how much. And that too, Evelyn, those cards, he sat there and read those cards. I am not kidding. When I say he, like our youngest, he took those cards, he spread them out on the table and he was reading them. Like that was seriously, for a person who knew very little about my kids, you were spot on with that. They loved it. I'm not kidding. Like we had to drag them away from that game. They had so much fun. So much fun. Oh, awesome, Andy. Tell me more about this book subscription. What is it? Only children's time, short time in the grand scheme of things. That is true. That is true. Yeah, what is this book subscription? Is it like Audible, or do they like send you books and you send them back, or how does it work? Plus, Evelyn, when I told them that it was, you know, it was one of you know, mommy's coloring community, they were just like, what? They sent us something? Like they were just tickled pink. Like you made their day. All right, so we are still using magenta. And this is all going to darken up once we use the blender on it too. Yeah, and then for like a day after that, he was reciting facts that he had read about the animals too. Audible is my weakness. I've got 2 points to use right now and can't make up my mind what I want to get next. I will do Audible on occasion when there's something I really want to listen to. Like I've been doing the Outlander series and I finally have the last book. And then I've just got to wait for her to come out with her next one after that. It's called like Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone or something like that. Where did I put, oh, there it is. See. My sister's got a bag full of Raising Readers books as a gift for the new baby. One was 5+ and called Babwa and William. I swear it's my new favorite book. You pick your child's books and first month is free, then $16 a month. And how many books is it? Is it just like one book? Well, it's $19.99 plus taxes for my kid because he uses board books. He would get 4. They give you 8 options to choose 4. Big kids books must be 2 or 3. I'm not sure. They will get new books. Ah, well, that's even better than Audible then. That's not too shabby. Yeah, because they're starting to pick up pace on their reading a little bit too. Let's see. I grabbed aubergine. Why did I grab? I'm looking at this now going, what spot was I? Am I losing my mind? I don't think I meant to grab. I don't think I meant to grab that. I should still have magenta. What is wrong with me? I'm just like mindlessly sharpening a pencil I don't even need to use. Because I'm cool like that. Board books are like books for toddlers. There's a lot of, oh, who's that? You know, Barnyard Dance, and there's some Dr. Seuss ones, but basically it's books for toddlers that they know they're not going to chew up. They're a little bit more tolerant. Oh, why can't I think of that author's name? Sandra Boynton. Sandra Boynton does a lot of board books. It is Sandra Boynton. I think that's how you spell it. Sounds good, Belinda. Hooked on Phonics. Yeah, I did Hooked on Phonics when I was younger. Listen to audiobooks on YouTube. They're free and great selection. Oh, I didn't know they had them on YouTube. I wish that you could minimize, like, you know how, like, if you're listening to music and you can, like, turn the screen off, but you can still hear it? Yeah, got it. Really thick paper like cardboard so they can't rip it. All the funny thing is we still have some Dr. Seuss books that survived, but you better believe that they have chew marks from my daughter. Like, definitely. Oh, okay. Very nice, Leslie. Oh, and I don't remember, who was it who suggested to me to use the sleep timer on Audible? I don't remember who suggested that, but that was a really good idea because it usually takes me a little while to fall asleep anyway. So I'll set it for like 30 minutes and I'm asleep, you know, before that. So it's perfect and I'm not too far ahead in the book. So thank you. I can't remember who suggested that. Oh, sounds good, Ashley. Lurky Magoo. I like it. All right, aubergine. Now I'm using aubergine. I like it. Oh no! There was a book that my mother sent my daughter when she was younger. It was called Bibimbap. It's a book about a little Korean girl, and she makes bibimbap with her mom. And for some reason, I don't know if it was the rhythm of the book or what, but for a while, that was the book. We read that book so many times, and it's had its pages ripped out. It's got so much, like, packaging tape, like, repairing it and everything. Like, that was a well-loved book. That and Fox and Socks. Fox and Socks was a lot. Warriors by Aaron Hunter was a series that my guys all loved, all about a clouder of ferals and a house cat that escaped from his humans. Oh, how funny. Lurky mango. Clearly. Definitely a snack. Sleep timer. Oh, thank you, Miss Rena. Yeah, you can minimize the audible window and then listen while you do other things. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I put that on 30 minutes and it was perfect. That, the funny thing is like, as far as like stuff for the kids too, not just books, but they like stuffed animals. They will play with stuffed animals more than they would like figures, like toy figures. It's really interesting. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but they will prefer a stuffed animal, like a plushie, over like a figure. It's interesting. Yeah, they've done the Magic Tree House books. We've got a good portion of those. Little Emily likes the Never Girls. It's like a spin-off series about like the other fairies, you know, with not necessarily Tinkerbell in the book, but it's like other fairies. So she loves anything like fairies. So Never Girls, trying to think. Oh, they really enjoyed the books. They were just like not chapter books, but they Custard the Dragon. They liked those ones. But they're definitely getting into more chapter books. Good night, Ashley. Thanks so much for being here, hon. Get some sleep. Here's an aubergine.
They're yelling at me.
They're yelling at you. I'm surprised you didn't cave earlier. I heard him scratching on the wall.
All ran into little Emily's room and hid.
Oh, was there thunder again?
I think he thought there was.
Mm. Yep. Exclamation point snack. Was it exclamation point snack time or kitty snack time? I don't even remember. I don't remember that command. Is that terrible? Yeah, it's just exclamation point snack. All right, we're good. I'm like, I have no idea what that command is. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I know it seems like I'm not doing much and I'm just using the same pencil, but it takes a little while to get all the shadowy areas down, you know? I'm a hard time keeping me in books because I was reading college level at 4th grade. My daughter was the same. Yeah, for little Steve and little Emily's age, they are ahead of where they should be for books, which don't get me wrong, I'm totally pleased with. But I think that little Steve going back to school next year after, you know, schooling home for a year, I think he is just going to thrive, and I can't wait. I think he is going to have so much fun. I read a lot of, I enjoyed Nancy Drew when I was younger. I think I still have them somewhere. But Nancy Drew, not any of the newer ones, obviously. You know, like Secret of the, what was it? Secret of the Old Clock, or, you know, like Hidden Path. I don't remember the name of all of them, but fun fact, if you didn't know, the woman who wrote Nancy Drew, Carolyn Keene, also wrote The Hardy Boys, but she had to use a pseudonym, Franklin W. Dixon, because of the time that she wrote them in. She, you know, her publisher and everybody thought that boys wouldn't read a book written by a female author. So she had to use a pseudonym of Franklin W. Dixon. 33-ounce Nutella jar with a spoon. Hashtag pregnancy Melissa. I love it. Thanks, Kenny. Clara Markova in I Believe in Fairies postcards. Aw, nice. Yeah, but I love the Nancy Drew. And the, it was a Christian-based book series. It was like the Mandy books. I loved mysteries. But yeah, you know, like scary mysteries. But yeah, the Mandy books, I liked reading. And obviously Harry Potter. I got my first Harry Potter when I was in 8th grade. I read it in one night. Loved that. Ate that up. Okay. It's aubergine there. Let's just finish this part off here. Hi, kitty. Nope, no cords. You already ate. Give me. Over there. Thank you. I never could really get on board with Nutella. I think it's just because I wanted it too much to taste like chocolate, you know? We're definitely gonna have to add in some more browns here. I think more browns up at the top here, like in this area probably. But yeah, Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, Mandy books, Harry Potter. Those were a lot of my go-to books as a kid. Hi, Katrina. I'm trying to think what else I liked. I don't know. I think once I hit high school, I probably read a little bit less, unless of course it was Harry Potter. You're fine! Exclamation point late! You're never late, you arrive precisely when you mean to. It's crazy though, because I love that you can see when, like you can see on one side what it looks like when we're done versus what it's like now. Because yeah, there's a little bit of glare up top, but you can just see how much it's gonna darken up here soon. You know? Right? Yes, I love Nancy Drew. Yeah, see, you're never late. You arrive precisely when you mean to. Joe, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to our coloring family. Okay. Almost done with this strand. And we'll bring in our magenta. That's awesome, Sherry. Okay. We're gonna turn it like this. I can get a comfortable flip here. Okay. Give a little bit of brown here. We're gonna use a little bit of the aubergine. Right here. Put a fine line there. Okay, let's see. Let's use... Okay, we're gonna use a little bit of Van Dyke Brown. Eating one with Cheerios, I like it. Okay, a little bit aubergine, not aubergine, sorry, Van Dyke Brown here. Hi, kitty, you got your snack, honey. Okay, so I'm just layering this Van Dyke Brown on top of the aubergine that we already did. Not real heavy, pretty light. I try not to do too many lines in the opposite direction of the flow of the hair. If I do, it's like just at the base. Been lurking for a bit, kind of hesitated to be the only guy, and oh, you're not the only guy, Steve! Steve! There's other guys here? Steve, get in chat! Right here, try the 6200 pencil set. I have one on the way, just wondering how they are. I haven't. I have not, but welcome, Joe. Steve, prove to Joe that there are other guys in chat.
Huh? Yeah, I'm in chat.
Although he heard me yelling, so he came. Welcome, Joe. So glad you're here. Yeah, also, she's rubbing all over and getting into things. It looks like rain. Sorry, Steve said tut-tut. Oh my gosh, I was out of frame. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. There we go, that's better. All right. Now let's go ahead and do, before we add pink. Oh, awesome, Melissa. Let's go ahead and do our brown ochre. I want to bring in a little bit of that with the aubergine. Well, welcome. Joe, do you have a favorite pencil type and a favorite illustrator? I would have to say my favorite illustrator, surprise, surprise, is Johanna Basford. My favorite pencil type, if I were to choose one, is probably the Staedtler Ergosoft. I love those. Although, I don't know, man. I really do like these Castle Arts. These are deceptively good. There you go, Steve. Also a guy. Perfect. All right, magenta. See, now we're gonna end up putting you on the spot, Steve. We want to interview. We want to know everything about you. You know, within internet safety. Pencils, polychromos. I like it. All right, so we're just using magenta. Kirby Rosannes and Johanna Basford, very nice. So I have a lot of Kirby's, but I struggle with his pages. I do, but we did finish one on stream. So I was pretty proud of myself for that one. Yeah, Kirby's, man. I love getting his books, even just to look at them. He's so talented. Well, and you all know that Joanna has a new book coming out this fall, right? I don't think I have a command for it yet, but it's on Amazon. You can pre-order it. Let's see, magenta here. Okay. And let's use a little bit of azalea pink. Oh, sounds good. Thanks, Renee. Been coloring for under a year or so, watching a lot of video. Oh, awesome, Joe. Oh, hearing fireworks, nice. They really are. They really are. Okay, so azalea pink. We're gonna fill this in. Well, and I say color the other directions, I mean with a color that'll make a significant difference by color in the other direction. This is light enough, I'm just basically filling in the space. I forget the name of it, Marie, but if you go to Johanna Basford on Amazon, it'll be on her list. We're gonna use a little bit of magenta here. But it's like something about like coloring for 30 days or something like that. Right, Lisa? I did too at the beginning. And then I got introduced to other pencils and poor Prismas didn't stand a chance, and now they sit sad in their box, staring at me longingly, and I say, oh, I'm sorry, Prismas. If only you didn't break so much. 30 days of creativity. Thank you, Melissa. I couldn't remember. I would love to see him create a page. Like, I would love to see how his mind works when he pulls together a page. That would be amazing for me to watch. Okay. New curve one right now with Tombow Rose Tinted pencils. Oh, nice, Joe. Yes, Mary, I did see that. I did. All right, Van Dyke Brown. I'll add a little bit more brown here. The trick is making it look like I did on the other side after it's been a couple days. You can tell I'm a little bit more free with the pencil now that I've got kind of the base colors down. Oh, you are in the perfect place for that then, Joe. You will find all of the enabling and validation that you need in these channels. Most definitely. All right, brown ochre. We are all right there with you. You are in good company. Of all pencil stationery, I'm addicted. It's okay, Evelyn. It's okay, Evelyn. We can drop Prismas on our list together. Mary, don't hate me! Mary, come back. Mary, still love me. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. That didn't sound needy at all, right? All right, Van Dyke Brown. I cannot live a lie, Mary. I cannot. All right, a little bit more under here. Okay. It might be about time to go ahead and use the blender, and then we'll touch up. Exactly. Pencil hoarders unite. It's a good thing. Full set syndrome. Yeah, I do too, Deborah. I do too. Started with markers, but fell in love with pencils. Now my markers sit forlorn in the drawer. Oh no! Shannon. All right, so obviously we still have this. It kind of looks like we're working on a toupee here for the top. Like, what if she was just bald, like straight across the top? Like, we should just do this a different color. Can you imagine? All right, now we're gonna see the magic of the Caran d'Ache blender, and then we will touch up on top. All right. Because we will probably need to darken up in some areas for sure. And this is why I use this blender. It is literally just like you ever see those Technicolor videos where like the movie's black and white, and then, oh, what is it? Hello Dolly. They do that in Hello Dolly, where it's black and white and then they flood in all of the color. I kind of feel like that's what happens with this blender. Right? It is magic. Sometimes I like waiting until like I have a big chunk so I can show what it does. Yes, Oz. Yeah, Oz does it too. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's Oz. That's what it is. Dorothy over the rainbow. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to touch it up a little bit in some spots. But you get the idea. I don't want to lose the contrast. Yeah, the one in Hello Dolly I'm thinking of is the very opening credits, where it's like the frozen picture scene of like all the carriages right before she does her Hello Dolly song, and it freezes and it's in like sepia, and then it unfreezes and it starts to fill with color. Click your heels and voila, exactly. Now I occasionally wipe the tip just on my shirt or my pants or whatever I've got at hand, just so that I don't cross-contaminate too many colors. But if you find that it's too muddy, you know, add in some darker colors, bring in a white if you need to. You can always make some adjustments. It's a little bit harder once you do the burnishing, but it can be done. Oh yeah, it's wonderful. Exclamation point blender is this blender, and it's wonderful. I love it so much. I didn't add enough color to that strand. We'll have to go back through. I'm gonna wipe this a little bit here. We still need to do the braid. I mean, these blenders are prone to breakage, and I rarely have one that gets shipped to me where one of them didn't get broken, but it's just kind of the brittleness that it is, and it's just something I've sort of accepted and say, yeah, it's totally worth it to chance having a broken one. But yeah, I like the wow factor of using it here at the very end. It's practically like you're dipping it in water, you know? Excuse me, sip of water. Okay, so here's what I want to do now. Because as you can see, it still doesn't quite look like the other one, right? So let's go ahead and grab our Van Dyke Brown again. We're gonna give it a nice sharpen. Thanks, Tanya. Exactly, yeah, you can still use it, and half the time I end up putting them in a pencil extender anyway, just to give them support. Exactly, that's exactly what they're for. Yeah, I like the Derwent pencil extenders for them. All right, so now what we're gonna go ahead and do is we are going to darken up some of these areas. Make sure we can keep that contrast, because your picture starts to become muddy if you don't have a nice contrast pop. Like I said, it does get a little bit harder to layer once you do the burnisher over it, but just take your time. Don't rush it. A little bit dark, we're gonna lighten that a bit. Sure, I'm still in frame here. Aw, sounds good, Kenny. Get some rest, hon. Thank you so much for being here. Sounds good, Lisa. Have a great night. I haven't even been looking at the clock. What is it? 10:15? We're doing pretty good. So I'm just kind of going through and sort of defining some areas. Obviously this side looks a little bit more red, so we're actually going to go ahead and grab our brown ochre too and pull in some more of this red so that it's nice and balanced. She definitely looks a bit more like a ginger than she does a brunette. I intended on it being more brunette, but the colors just kind of came out more ginger. That's okay. We're gonna zoom out a little bit here. Go. Nearly lunchtime. Nice. And here's the other thing too, is for some reason this is looking a tad more yellowish, and I think I actually pulled in more of this Van Dyke brown. But if for some reason, like, I could always use a white over the top of it if I wanted to tone it down a little bit more. But we're gonna bring in some more Van Dyke brown for a few more strokes of hair. We still have, you know, the highlights and whatnot. So now we can add in a few extra strands of the dark Van Dyke brown. Angie, I just saw that email. Perfect, thank you. So this is when we just take the time to refine it. Now let's see. See, it's got a little bit of a glare on it, but that's not too bad. All right, so down here. There's a little bit of shadow here. I'm using that Van Dyke brown just a little bit. Okay. And let's see, you're gonna use a little bit of this pink up here. This is the azalea pink. Just as we take some of the brown color down into it, we also take the pink color up into it. I am, yes, Leslie. Next we are doing, oh gosh, what did we say it was? It's this one here. We're gonna be doing this one, except we're gonna be doing it on one of these 5x7s for gelatos. We were gonna do it last time, but I didn't let it dry long enough. So after we're done with this picture, which will be next stream, we'll start it Wednesday morning. We're gonna do gelatos. I just gotta print it out soon enough. All right, so I even brought some of that down into here. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna use the brown ochre, bring some of that brown into here. So like I said, we don't want just, you know, a straight line across of brown versus pink. Bring a little bit of it into all the sections here. Okay, just do a little bit here. All right, and then let's go ahead and grab aubergine. Right, yes, it did. It did, definitely. Here, can I zoom out anymore while I'm doing this? So I've got this glare here. That's a little bit better. Still got a little bit of glare over here. Let's see if I can turn this light here. That's better. I also feel like we're slightly out of focus. Hang on. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that gives you a bit more of an idea. There's a little bit of a glare here, but you get the idea. This is why I like to take pictures of it. I'm going to use a little bit of aubergine up here afterwards so you all can see it a little bit better. There we go. Okay, what am I using to brush it off? Just a handy little, I think it's a makeup brush, but Evelyn sent me these. I've got this one and another rainbow one, but it makes it so that you're not smearing your pencil. Oh no, Merritt! Is it storming outside? Hunker down, save your battery. After we had our snowpocalypse, I treated myself to this. I keep it on my shelf. Yeah, a blush brush. It's this here. It's a solar powered radio that specifically has a weather channel.
Bernard.
And then it lists like all the counties and all that kind of stuff. So I don't need a battery. So even if the power goes out, I can see what's going on with the weather. Okay, aubergine. But we had our snowpocalypse here, and I didn't want to be. You can also charge your phone from it, too. Probably doesn't hold a ton of charge, but worth it. If you can solar power it, you know? Is that bad? There's always a possibility you could smear it depending on the kind of pencils you're using. Not as much of a risk with polys for sure, but it does make it a lot nicer. You get a much, you know, better kind of sweep across your page. Ah, gotcha, Merritt. So I'm just using aubergine here to kind of redefine some of these darker areas. Make sure we still have that kind of nice contrast here. As you can see, this side is quite a bit darker. So we want to try and balance that, but it doesn't look too awkward. Again, that's kind of the risk you run a little bit of doing hair at different times. You know, you get in a rhythm and then you stop and then you're like, okay, what was I doing? Well, hopefully that comes back on for you quickly, Merritt. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to bring in some more magenta. Working a little bit quicker now because we can press a little bit harder, and since we've got our darker areas mapped out, it's a little bit easier to follow along. Okay. Bit more there. And we're gonna go here. Sorry, I get quiet when I'm like trying to think about what my next step is. Let's see. You can still work over the burnishing. You just have to kind of maybe press a little bit harder and know that you're not going to get the same kind of blend that you know, smooth blend that you got before you use the burnisher. So keep that in mind. Okay, and then we're going to use magenta. You did not just hear me ding that on the tripod. Ooh, you know what? We're going to grab our aubergine real quick. Darken this up. There we go. All right, so magenta, trying to pick out the next postcard to do. I finished the one I was working on. Oh, awesome. It's always such a good feeling when you finish it, right? All right, magenta. All right, it's coming along, it's coming along. Just trying to get it with a similar brightness of the other side. Good night, Sherry. Thank you. Have a great night. And I occasionally go crazy and accidentally go out of the lines. But that's okay. All right. I think we're getting pretty close. There we go. Hey, she's looking not too shabby, yeah? Maybe just a tad more magenta. Down on this area. Now, if you want, you can take your blender again. Hang on, needs a good sharpen. Really kind of smooshed it down a little bit when I did it before. Just kind of cleaning up some of the edges where maybe the tooth of the paper is still showing through. Okay. Sounds good, Belinda. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for being here. I am actually pretty serious about finger painting. We should chat. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to grab the white, the titanium white. Okay. Thank you, Daniela. My friends probably think I'm weird coloring cards. How you doing, Kara? Honing my art skills and staying out of trouble. Exactly, Deborah. All right, we're gonna grab our white real quick. Now, I know it looks a little bit different because we've got a little bit of a glare, but I do want to see how much this will help. I do want to take a little bit of white on some of these highlight areas. And it's crumbling because I'm actually pressing pretty decently. That's okay. And this is just the white from the Castle Arts that I didn't grab like a Prismacolor white or anything. Just want to add a little bit more lightness there. And I know I'm zoomed out, but it's because I'm kind of just hopping around and I don't want to accidentally be out of frame. Okay, I'll lift that so you can see without the glare. There, you see that adds a little bit more. Now we're going to take our... yeah, we're going to grab our Van Dyke Brown. Sounds good. Thanks, Julie. Yes, we're going to do the braid next. We're not going to end tonight until we do the braid. So, Shannon, if you're feeling tired too, I don't want you to feel obligated to stick around. Especially if, you know, on these nights when I tend to go a little bit later. Okay, so for the braid, we've already done a little bit of a blend here. In fact, we've done most of the blend. We'll probably add a little bit of brown in this one, but for the rest of this, it's mostly going to be pink. Right, yeah, I like the extra little highlight. So, we still got to do her toupee section up here, but I want to get to the braid before too many of you get sleepy. Sleepy, sleepy. Sleepover, right? I know. Okay, so let's grab our aubergine. Aubergine. Okay. Because the pink's gonna start up higher on the braid just because of the way the hair picks up when you braid hair, right? So it's not like the pink's gonna start at the same level as the other pink. Sounds good, Shannon. The nice thing about her images is she kind of shows you where to place your shadows. Okay, we'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit more here. There you go. Yeah, I'll be able to get you all a nice picture without the light glares. Kind of just outlining. Oh, sounds good. Thanks, Deborah. I'm kind of outlining these black lines in the aubergine. And you can see like where we went over it a little bit, but honestly, once we color it all in, it's not gonna matter. Okay. Okay. Depending on how long it takes us to finish the braid, I don't know, maybe we should just keep going until we finish her toupee up there. Who knows? I always get excited when we get close to the end of the page. Plus a page done and then two live streams. That's like gotta be a record for me, right? Okay. So now in these corners we'll get the darker aubergine. Ooh, nice, Deborah. I like it when you get surprised by something. Like when you're cleaning out an old purse and you find like a $5 bill and you're like, heck yeah! Like the best day ever. One time in my life that I found, we'll say a significant amount of money, because usually when you find money, it's like maybe like there's $1 or something. And we're not talking about you're searching your pockets. I'm talking about finding money on the side of the road, you know? I was in high school, and I remember in high school we were allowed to leave campus for lunch. I don't know if they allow that anymore, but we were allowed to leave campus for lunch. And I remember I was walking to Subway and I looked down and there was a bill on, and I just used the handheld one. I don't know what I was thinking. But there was a bill ground into the sidewalk. Like it had been pressed. It had been raining. Like it wasn't something that somebody just dropped. It had clearly been there for at least a day, you know? So it had been dropped a while. There was no way I could have caught up with whoever dropped it. And you know what it was? It was a $20 bill. And I'm telling you, when you're 17 and you randomly find a $20 bill, oh my gosh, I was in the best mood. Oh, awesome, Merritt. I was so shocked. Like, I was just like, wait, what? Like, I actually just found a $20 bill on the sidewalk? Good night, Evelyn, and thank you so much for hanging out and your super chat and spoiling my kiddos. You're an amazing human being, Evelyn. Get some rest, and we will chat with you later, okay? Bye, Evelyn. Everyone say bye to Evelyn. We love Evelyn. But yeah, like, 20 bucks when you're 17 and you don't have a job, that's like some serious moolah. I remember just staring at it sitting in my locker, like still in disbelief. All right, so that's the aubergine. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab the magenta. Oh, a 10 on New York City Street. Huh? Dang, yeah, I can't imagine a tenner would last very long in New York. All right, magenta. We'll probably add a little bit of brown ochre in some of these braids too. Most of this is gonna be pink. In hindsight, I probably could have made the brown a little bit lower, but we've come too far. Right? I think that's the only time I ever really found, like, was just pure luck, you know what I mean? Oh, sorry, I was out of frame. See, this is why I zoom out when I'm doing like full lengths here. There we go. Good night, Sarah. Thank you so much for being here. No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, they're on a mission. I know, I went to New York once when I was in college, and I remember I accidentally bumped into someone. We're using azalea pink. I accidentally bumped into someone, and I turned around to say sorry, and like they were already gone, and then I realized nobody else was saying sorry to me when they bumped into me, and I was just like, all right, so this is not a thing we do here, okay? And I was just like, all right, fine. I'm gonna embrace it. And I cringingly didn't say sorry anymore when I bumped into someone, but I was just like, you know? I found a $50 in the grocery store when I was a freshman in college, turned into the manager 1 week later, it was mine, no one had claimed it. That's awesome! Also, like, with the, we're gonna use a little bit of brown ochre, with like the sidewalk, like when they turn on the walk symbol, like people are already like walking before it turns, and I'm like standing there like waiting, like why isn't everybody else waiting for this to turn? Like I don't get it. Let's see, yellow ochre light. It was a good trip to New York City. I'd only been there once. Saw the biggest rat in my life on the subway. Oh my gosh, that thing could have just like gotten up and walk down Main Street, like, you know, just sling a bag over its shoulder. We're using Van Dyke Brown. That thing was huge. I remember it was, I've got a picture of it somewhere. It was the size of one of the subway tiles. Like, it was just ginormous. That was an experience, I'll tell you that much. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and use our blender. But that was back in 2003 when I went, so it was a while ago. No, not 2003. It was, oh gosh. No, I was with Steve at the time, so it would have been maybe 2010, 2009 or 2010. Sorry, not 2003. 2003 was Canada. I went to Canada in 2003. It was 2009 or 2010 that I went to New York. There we go. And we're gonna bring in a little bit of that white. It was really weird in New York City is eating at a fast food place. I would eat alone, suddenly people would sit at my table and they sit where there's room. No, that's fair. I grew up in Philly. You walk when you get a break in traffic, not when the light tells you. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Aw, thanks, Angela. All right, we're gonna give this white a quick sharpen, and I'm just using my handheld just because it's easier and not quite as loud right now. All right, so now we're gonna use the white, kind of like we did before. And I just wanna bring in just a little bit more. Nothing too crazy. It was a good trip though, but I went with, it was when I was photo editor for a college newspaper, and I was the oldest one there, but a lot of the people that worked there were much younger, and there was a lot of drama that was like going on, and I hate drama. I steer clear from it as much as possible. And so like, while all this was going on, I just took a day by myself. I was like, you know what? I don't need to be in any of this because it had nothing to do with me. And so I went and did New York by myself for a little bit, and that was so much fun. I did Empire State Building. It was snowing when I got up to the Empire State Building. So I got a little King Kong, like monkey hand holding a snow globe because I was just like, oh, I was snowing. All right, we're grabbing Van Dyke Brown here. So that was fun. Like traveling wise, I've done some, you know, I'm not super well traveled, but I've been to Canada, Victoria and Vancouver. I've been to New York. I've covered, you know, the entire western half of the US, just, you know, traveling and road trips and whatnot. And then obviously Scotland, I've been there. Had a layover in Germany, but I don't know, do layovers count when you say you've been to other countries? You know, I lived in Denver for a while. So yeah, entire western half of the US I've got covered. Eastern half, not quite as much. But yeah, Canada and Scotland are the ones that I like actually stayed at and like visited and that kind of thing. Oh my gosh, I'm not even zoomed out. See, this is, I just gotta leave it zoomed out. That's all. I'm using my Van Dyke Brown to kind of touch up some contrasty points where, you know, the braid falls, that kind of thing. I hate rats. My oldest kid's ballet school has their own entry in this little way, which also has bins for McDonald's and a grocery store. Oh, gross. Yeah. Been to Wyoming? Yes, I drove through Wyoming. Yeah, because Wyoming, yeah. Because I drove through Wyoming on my way to Colorado. Did you go out of the airport? Not in Germany, no. Okay, so does it only count if you leave the airport? Okay, yeah, no, I didn't leave the airport. I think especially, like, I had some time in Germany, but I was too nervous about finding my way back. So a lot of times, like, unless it's like a full overnight thing, like, I don't leave the airport. Like, I don't even chance it, you know? Plus, so obviously, well, not obviously, for those of you that don't, I don't speak German. And when I went through customs, the guy initially spoke German to me, and I don't know if he was yelling at me or if it was just what he was saying, but I was scared. Like, he was trying to tell me something, and I was just like, I don't understand, because I always get nervous when I go through customs anyway, and I'm always like nervous, like I'm gonna get in trouble for something I have or don't have, or, you know, like maybe I didn't take off my belt or whatever else. And so he started like just very, you know, very strongly trying to tell me something. I'm like, I'm sorry. And then he switched to English, and it actually was just like, don't forget to take off your shoes. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm one of those people that like are so anxious about flying until I am on the plane. Like, I cannot relax. I just assume something's gonna go wrong. Like, I hate going through security. I hate like all of that. So it's not until I'm like physically on the plane. I just like I'm gonna get up to the ticket counter and they're gonna say, oh no, you booked this wrong, you know? Or they're like, oh, you brought the wrong toothpaste. Sorry, you can't go to this country. Okay, sweet. Then I was in Germany. Yay. Okay. I don't know. Places I still want to go. One, at some point, I'm still using Van Dyke brand. At some point, I would love to go back to Scotland. There was a lot that I didn't get a chance to see. So I'd love to go back to Scotland. I want to go to Greece for sure. Steve and I would like to visit South Korea at some point, but that's just because that's where he was born. So, I mean, there's a number of bucket list places still to go. Right? That's what I was thinking. But it was like just this like, oh, don't forget to take off your shoes. And I'm just like thinking here I did something wrong. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Please don't arrest me in a foreign country. When in reality, everything was just fine and I was overreacting. That's right. Exactly. Anxiety relief. All right, so I am just using this Van Dyke brown to kind of add some shadow to some places, make sure there's still kind of a pop of contrast in between strands of hair. Oh, you used to work for TSA. Oh, that's right. I have some weird stories. Let me tell you. I almost got assigned to Australia to help them roll out their security. Oh, interesting. Prince Edward Island. Just saying. I want to. Yes, that's the other one. Prince Edward Island. Miss Rena, I don't know if I told you, but I told my mom about you offering to give us a tour, the Anne tour, and she is down for it. So one of these days when COVID isn't crazy anymore, we're going to take you up on that. Like, we both, like, my sisters, like, obviously probably not it would just be my mom and I most likely, but like, we love Anne of Green Gables. Like, no joke. We will, when life is normal again, whatever the heck that is, we will be taking you up on it. Went home to the UK for a visit, stopped in Doha. There were lots of security and guns and they don't smile. What's Doha? Is that, I'm assuming that's a city. I don't remember a country named Doha. I'll have to go to Italy, Tuscany, and London. Oh, yeah, I want to go to London, too. Really good mussels come from there. Okay, so I'm like a little gun shy on mussels. Like, the one and only time I ate mussels, like, I totally got sick. And so now I'm just like, but I love clam chowder. So I bet you could make me, like, a mussel chowder and just tell me it's clam chowder, and I'd probably be fine, because, honestly, the issue's most likely in my head. We're gonna make this a little bit darker here, just to kind of balance and match the other side a little bit. I know we still need to do that top part, but I'm just like looking it over as a whole, trying to make sure it's balanced. And it probably will be once I get that top part. What time is it? 10:44? Who's willing to stick it out to do her toupee here? Anybody else want to see her toupee? Keep calling it her toupee. Poor girl. We might need to add a little bit more pink to her lips too. Ah, see? Oh, it's in Qatar. Okay. I gotcha. All right, we're gonna zoom in. Yeah, airport stuff, man, it's just terrifying. There's so many rules, you know? when I went to Canada, so when I went to Canada, I was in high school. And it was before you needed a passport to go to Canada. And Scouts may have fingers, puff and burr. Oh no! Can't find the movies to buy? What movies? It was before you needed a passport to go to Canada. We actually just took a bus from Washington to Canada, and then, you know, we took the ferry to Victoria and all that jazz. But I had bought some grapes while we were in the US, because I just bought them as a snack. And when we crossed over to Canada, I got in trouble. Because I just had this bag of grapes, and I was, you know, 16 at the time, whatever. I didn't know anything, and I didn't understand. And I was like, what happened? And then, of course, I realized it's because, you know, you're not supposed to bring foreign, you know, plant life into another country. I mean, it was just grapes, but, you know, seeds and whatnot. But yeah, I got in trouble for that. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was 16 and terrified. Canadian Mounties were gonna get me for my bag of grapes. I mean, I know now, and you better believe I remember that every time. But yeah. A little bit of a sharper point. Come for a barbecue? Sweet. I'm down with that. TSA has rules that change all the time. Going to their website for traveling make it easier for you. That, yeah, I totally get that. Joe. No, the bugs, man. The bugs are real. Like, I can't. Yeah. Spiders. That video of that spider, like, crawling into the back of the vehicle. I'm like, nope, that's big nope. Sandwich with extra dope sauce. Which is ironic since most of our fruit comes from the US, right? Maybe it's because it was like unregulated fruit. I don't know. Maybe in 2003, like, there was a thing with grapes. But I did pick up some maple syrup while I was there. Got in a little maple-shaped body. Yeah, like maple-shaped bottle. I remember that. Funny thing is, though, is at the time, I only, you know, we were a Mrs. Butterworth's family, so I couldn't appreciate, you know, really good maple syrup. So I actually didn't like it. I probably would now, just because I only eat, you know, like real maple syrup and everything. But I saved that bottle for years. I might even still have it, just because, you know, it was a memento from the trip. Too many of the world's deadliest, right? Well, and then, you know, there's the emus, which are, you know, pretty shifty. Can't really be trusted. Dang shifty emus. Okay, so we're just still using the Van Dyke Brown. Okay, let's see. We're gonna do some here. Yeah, and those drop bears. Yep. Can't believe I fell for the drop bears. Like someone told me gullible was written on the ceiling. Oh, we do. No, we do. We definitely do. Yeah, and we've got like wildcats and like all that kind of stuff. Bugs in general, I have an issue with. That is true. That is true. Although I totally heard that, Joe, and they fought the emus and the emus won. That is true. That's one of the things I liked while living in Oregon, is that there were a lot of bugs that didn't exist. In fact, there were some pretty significant sized bugs that live here in Texas that I never had to experience in Oregon. And I gotta tell you, I will be glad to not live in Texas the rest of my life. I mean, we're here now, but yeah, cougars, alligators, Bigfoot, crocodiles, bison, and bears. Yes. Yeah, bison and bears. Bigfoot, man. Steve and I always used to watch Finding Bigfoot, and we'd have a kick out of it. But there's a lot of really pretty things in Australia too. Like you got the Opera House and the oceans are just gorgeous. I mean, there's a reason Finding Nemo, he was on his way to Australia. 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Just saying. Sydney would be nice to go to. Got a video up on this channel with an Australian wildlife park trip. Lots of cute. Aww. Yeah, keep an eye out for those drop bears. Them some shady drop bears. No, totally. I think it was Tammy that first mentioned him. She totally got me with the drop bears thing. It was funny. And you may be wondering why I'm using the handheld, and it's because this will use a little bit more pencil, and I just need a sharp point, and I don't want to like do a full sharpen, so I just want to give it a quick sharpen. Let's see. Oh, is Marie heading up? Aw, thanks, Marie. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great night. I know I'm running later than I usually am, but I guess that's one nice thing about streaming this time of night. There's not anybody after me. Plus, we have hair to finish. Oh, she's almost done. Can't leave her hanging. Yeah, Australia would be really pretty. It was a real thing. That was true. But yeah, she totally had me going on the drop bears. I had to look it up later and I was just like, wait, this looks like a koala. A pocket punch board. What's a pocket punch board? I'm intrigued now. A yowie? What's a yowie? Well, your version of the Bigfoot. I guess that's what it is. That's hilarious. Well, you know, a lot of countries have, like, things like, you know, like Scotland's got, you know, Nessie. What's the myth behind the yowie? But yeah, isn't there a lot of like really pretty snorkeling that you can do in Australia too? To be fair, emus are big. Yep, yowie is their Bigfoot. Okay, very nice. It makes little pocket envelopes, a device that you use to make them. My envelopes are turning out all weird. Oh no! Yeah, I've never used that, but it sounds intriguing. I had a friend that was an exchange student when I was in high school. He's from Brisbane. He really enjoyed it there as well. Not gonna lie, I totally had a crush on him too, just because of his accent. Let's see, it makes a, oh no, let's see. The beaches here are so good. We only 15 minutes from big wine district. Oh, that sounds nice. Yowies are made of chocolate here, so they don't have teeth. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, Shannon is our crafty master. She probably is familiar with it and knows how to use it successfully. Seriously, it's like she's got like a cool little mohawk thing going on here because I left this one little spot on her head like uncolored. All right, now we're gonna grab brown ochre. We're gonna give it a quick little sharpie sharpen. Okay. Yeah, because the waters are pretty warm generally, aren't they? I mean, they'd have to be where you're positioned. I would think so. I don't know. Do they get very cold in winter? This is when I need a map up in front of me so I don't say something silly. It's a we are memory keepers punch forward. I think tomorrow when I'm back at 100% capacity, I can try it again. That makes sense. Right? Very, you know, X-Men, rogue. Very rogue. Magneto got a hold of her. Here comes my nerdiness. Funny thing is I went through a phase where I thought that would look so cool. It was definitely my X-Men phase. I never actually did it, but I always thought it'd be cool. Like, what's the name of that thing of it where people, it's like a birthmark on their scalp, so they naturally have like a white streak in their hair. Clinton and Stacy from One Not to Wear, Stacy had one of those, but I know that there's an actual name for it. I think they look so cool. Can you imagine if your hair just like naturally had a blue streak in it? Like, that would be really cool. I forget, like I said though, I forget what the name of the actual condition is called. Well, I say condition, but it's not even really a condition, it's just like lack of pigment in that section. Okay, still just using the brown ochre. Okay. All right. Poliosis, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks awesome. Southern Australia get cold in winter, but not as bad as Melbourne and down in Tasmania, which is an island state far south. Yeah, I've heard of Tasmania. That's very cool. I had a friend in high school with that. She had a pitch black hair with a white streak in it. Very cool, even in 74. Yeah, so cool. Okay, yellow ochre light. Like, people pay good money to get their hair to look like that. And I'm out of frame. Ugh! Okay, this is when I just stay zoomed out so we can see the whole thing. Wait, like a natural red streak? Because if so, that's insane. That's awesome. Like, are we talking red or like red hair red? Okay, just filling in that highlight there. The mountains south of me have snow on their peaks in the north. Oh, see, that's so cool. See, I think that's the misconception about Australia, is that you think Australia and you just think that's like blazes hot. But the fact of the matter is, you guys don't get much hotter than Texas does. In your winters, it's just the same. It's just that the seasons are flipped around. You know, like Christmas time is in your summertime. Oh, that's cool, Loretta. That's very cool. All right, now let's go ahead and grab our Van Dyke Brown. It's kind of like people that get the wrong idea about Oregon. Like, they assume that Oregon is just like one big coastline, when in fact it has a bunch of different climates. You know, like, sure, you have the coastline, but then you've got the valley that's pretty temperate, and then you have Eastern Oregon, which is practically a desert. So I think some places get a bad rap just because they're misunderstood. Hi, Michaela. Doing a little bit of that. A little bit of that. I mean, because Texas can get up to like, I mean, it got close to like 110 at one point. Phoenix, like, we went through Phoenix and it was 111, and that's like not even the peak at which Phoenix gets. Thanks, Michaela. We're working on the last little part of it on the top here. Thought about ending, but you know, we were just so close to finishing. Red hair red, not orangey. It depends on the time of the year, how light or dark it is. I always get asked if it's natural when I go get my hair cut, if it's not colored. Oh, how fun. A little bit more. Plus, I understood the change of the seasons in Australia a little bit more because I follow How to Dad, and he's in New Zealand, which obviously has similar weather patterns to Australia. So yeah, it's definitely on my list of places I want to come visit at some point. Too many places, not enough time, and too expensive plane tickets. Sounds good, Michaela. But still, it would be fun. trying to think if there's anywhere else. Switzerland would be cool. The mountains up there are beautiful. Sorry, was slightly out of frame. See, she almost looks like blonde on top now without all this. Okay, now let's go ahead. Saw a train video of Oregon, was surprised by the desert area. Very pretty, right? Oh, right. Michaela, how are you doing? All right, brown ochre. Yeah, it's got a full range of climates. Because Eastern Oregon will get a lot of snow. Valley will get some snow. Coast doesn't get too much snow. But yeah, you get a full gambit of temperatures. Oh, I'm sorry, hon. Well, hopefully you start feeling better soon. All right, so for my Aussies that are in here, if I'm ever able to make it to Australia, where is the place to go? Like, for instance, like here in Texas, if you're gonna go to the beach, you don't go to Galveston, you go to Corpus Christi because it's nicer. So for a touristy type person that I will eventually be, where is the place to go? I mean, do we just go to the main city? Do we go to Sydney? Or are there like diamonds in the rough in Australia that you should go to instead? All right, we're gonna go ahead and use our blender now. Oh, good, Michaela. Up at Queensland got 52 centigrade, and that was hot. So, well, centigrade, is that Celsius? Gosh, I can barely compare Celsius to Fahrenheit because I know like 33 Celsius is pretty hot. Gold Coast. Okay, very nice. Oh, for where I should go. Okay. All right, we're using our blender now. We're gonna zoom out a bit. If in Sydney, Bondi Beach is iconic. QLD, go north and do the Great Barrier. Oh, the Great Barrier Reef, yeah. 52, that's what it was, 52. Okay, yeah, see, that's about like Texas. How's the humidity in Australia? Because I'm telling you, that's what gets us in Texas. It can be like, you know, 98 and then the feels like is like 109 and it's like, really? Really, Texas? Thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. Okay, she's almost there. Almost. Oh, 52 is like 125. Wait, is it really? Depends on where you go. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, closer to the coast is probably more humid. I'm assuming everywhere in Australia has like central air conditioning. That's like a must in Texas. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit more of our shadow, our Van Dyke Brown. Oh, Tammy is the Fraser Coast, okay. Oh, white beaches, wine restaurants. Oh, see, that sounds wonderful. Plus, you know, the Hemsworth brothers. That's something. That is definitely something. Perth, Western Australia, beaches are phenomenal. Okay, yeah, we might have to add those to our bucket list for sure. Okay, we need to add some white on top of this. It's a little bit too yellow. Okay. almost there. Almost there. We're gonna grab some of our aubergine. Melbourne next year. Great Ocean Road. Back to Adelaide. South. Oh, that sounds so nice. Whitehaven Beach on the Great Barrier Reef is phenomenal. Phenomenal too. That's awesome. All right, we're using some of the aubergine. Kind of a cooler color to help with the shadows. Because if you've been around, you know that I don't generally, I make some exceptions sometimes, but I don't generally use black for shading. And a little bit there too. We're gonna add a little bit more of our yellow ochre light here just to kind of balance it out a little bit. I know we did these colors before, but you know, sometimes you have to make adjustments as you go along to make sure everything matches. Like I said, when you go day to day, sometimes things can look a little bit differently. Bring in some of that there. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Is there anything else we need to do for her? Oh, I wanted to add just a tiny bit of magenta. Kind of match her pink hair. So we're gonna grab that azalea pink. There we go. There's nothing wrong with using black to shade. No, of course there's nothing wrong. It's just not what I like to use. 16 years, my husband having it, so I can't wait to do it again. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Melissa. All right, so there we go. I'm trying to turn it so you can see it without the glare. But there she is. All finished. Aw, thanks, Joe. Well, I can't take all the credit. Mariola Budek is a fantastic illustrator. A lot of her shadows help a lot to let you know where you should put your colors. But yeah, I'm excited to post this one. Thanks, Shannon. And as a reminder, this was from Shannon's Mariola Budek, Mariola May. There were a bunch of streamers involved. In the link in the description below is, sorry, I just saw a little spot I want to fix here, for all of the streamers that were involved. So if you want to see what other pages were colored, go check out those streamers, or you can type in !Mariola May. !Mariola will take you to Mariola's Etsy store, where everything is still 20% off for now if you want to try out some of her pages. So yeah, look at that, 2 streams, we got it done, woohoo! Take a good picture. Sale through the 27th, yes. Joe, right up top, he is Joe Miserendino. Yeah, Joe is new tonight. Well, he's been lurking, but he joined chat tonight, and he's wonderful. Thank you, Joe. So, as a reminder to anybody who is new, we will be live again Wednesday morning, okay? Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. U.S. Central Time, okay? That's our morning stream. And we're going to start a new page. We're going to use some gelatos, okay? So, in the meantime, Shannon, thank you for arranging this. I probably wouldn't have colored one of her pages otherwise, and I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right. I'm gonna head out. But first of all, Evelyn, I know you went to bed, but if you watch this back, thank you so much for your super chat. Michelle, I know you're in bed, but thank you for your super chat. Catherine, if you're still here, thank you for your super chat. As well as thank you for subscribing, Adriana, Bimuse Creations, and our lovely, lovely Joe. So, welcome everyone, and thank you for being here and hanging out with me while I got this done, keeping me company. I love doing this. I'm always in such a great mood by the time we're done. And yeah, you all are wonderful. All right, so I'll see you on Wednesday morning. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you everyone for being here. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, bye.